Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving mad and blues. And if you
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
32.
Stafford. Able to get away. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now it's Trubisky. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Here's Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got under pressure, and they got to him again. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Stafford. Being chased out left. And this one's incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
32.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded at about the 28. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
First down, a run with Cohen. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Meredith, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Trubisky gives to Cohen. He's going to get get this all the way down inside the 35. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 34.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. Touchdown, Chicago! 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Blue 60! We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, screen play, Johnson. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's Sam Martin now. 21-0 our score after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And getting our first update now from Nashville. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Switch gears, switch gears. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
They'll try to run forward with Cohen. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And this one is right down Broadway. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
That was a nice throw.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Back to throw, Stafford. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go, dude. Double tight, guys, double tight.
Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Trubisky now down around his goal line. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Not today, you won't. Not today. Bravo. Mike 51.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. Now Stafford. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because
you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
51, Mike 51.
They run. This is Cohen. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now it's Trubisky. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards, the final tally. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. he has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Trubisky to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Stafford going to get this one to Johnson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On first down, Stafford here. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Cut. Check 1-3.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw.
And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. From the gun, here's Stafford. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Ready? Yo.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Lions will take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Stafford. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And this is caught by Kurz. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just...
And now look at him go. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Me and you all day. All day.
Stafford on first down. James has got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. That one goes for 8 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check. Lucky.
To throw again. Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Bilal Nichols in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. To try again after the sack. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Dancing to his left. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Stafford. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On fourth down, Stafford. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On first down, it's Cohen. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They try again with Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.